Senate President, and of course His Excellency, the former Governor of Abia State. Please remain standing for the state song and national anthem.
To our Senate President, obviously one thing that stands him out is the scholarship of the mind and the soul. The ability to be so polished that even in the fact that he's here to canvass for votes, he makes provision for his friend. This singular diplomacy and humility in your speech stands you out, and God sees my heart that sincerely I think you're a great partner in the relationship going forward. But I think this is why time has come when people who have this level of exposure should start rising to lead this country. I have no hesitation whatsoever to commend our Senate President for his capability, capacity, intellect, humility, and dispassionate approach. As a colleague in the Senate, each time he stood on the floor to speak, you will know that an intelligentsia was speaking. At any time he stands up to pontificate, there is absolute silence in the Senate because a proper message is being delivered. As you can see, he can extemporaneously address any crowd anywhere in the world without any reference to any document. I extol his qualities because I know that I am not worried. He's not my competitor, but my competitor. Because in him I'm well pleased. In the course of our journey, only God knows who is the final person. But if it is Senator Ahmed Lawan, I can go to sleep. Because part of the philosophy that involved the need for us to socket to the center was to be able to enter collaborations with people who have an ideological focus that is consistent with our thinking. And that I find in Senator Ahmed Lawan. I find a man who is very young. It's a divide between the old and the young. He has the enthusiasm of a child, the wisdom of a 60, indeed an old head on young shoulders. So at any way he can pass for a youth if he changes to his jeans and t-shirt with his sleeves folded. He will fit into the field dealing with the issues of Boko Haram and the issue of IDPs and the issues of whatever you can think about in the Niger Delta. If he chooses to go with the aristocracy and the sarcasm of a silent and big office, he can decide to wear his babariga or his suit, and they can come from that level of intellectual gargantuan setting and begin to fellowship at that level. And so I find him a perfect fit. No wonder he's my strongest competitor. He holds a PhD in remote sensing, which is an advanced form of science. So he doesn't come cheap. And so as we gather here, particularly you, the delegates and the government or party officials who are here gathered, know that if there is one person who will challenge me intellectually, it's Senator Ahmed Lawan. Senator Oji Uzokalu, my good friend and the chief whip, he knows that himself and I have had a very extensive discussion. And he has a whip in his pocket. I don't know whether it's me he's going to whip or he's going to whip. However we are going to end, I think that this is a very good point of contact that we will develop together. Luckily, and you heard him in his concluding remarks, and he's also ready to work for me. I am also ready to work for you. And indeed, I'll be visiting the States very soon, and we are going with our prestigious state aircraft, Cali Air, for which we'll be recruiting the country from next week. And I'll be very happy to have our Senate President just be part of those I will visit in Yobe State, just to give me a sense of feel, and to assure all of you that if God decides that it is him, you are not left in the dark, because I belong there, because I trust him, because I know once upon a time, even as governor, I have an emergency problem. I ran to him, and he stood by us. I hope you remember, he stood by us. And I must say, it's time to also show gratitude. We are definitely at the level we are operating in this country. I think Nigeria is getting more and more refined as you see us come together. Let's hope that by the close of our primaries, if any one of the two of us here emerges, you know that both Yobe and Cross River can sleep. Thank you very much and God bless.